Struggling with a laptop. I'd like to thank him for hosting us, Matthias and Marvin for opening this for us. And while I'm totally aware that things could be better and much needs to be improved, I really would like to shout out to everybody who's doing this, specifically the thorny cross-sectional topics like accessibility or privacy and inclusive language and security. Now I report from another thorny cross-sectional topic. I report from the editorial team. I'd like to talk about team and process status and how much we progressed with the actual product. The product help is a learning module and it comprises roughly 1,460 Ilias pages. It's split into two parts. One is covered by the editorial team and one is covered by Anne-Christine, who does the technical documentation on behalf of the Ilias Society. And all together we estimate, we can't actually measure it, but that's our best estimate. Closer. 700 hours. This is our current team, so we come from different institutions. As you see, quite some come from Lifehost GmbH. There's our people from University of Applied Sciences of Bielefeld, University of Hohenheim, Ilias Society, University of Applied Sciences of Dortmund, University of Düsseldorf, and University of Erlangen-Nürnberg. We focus on different things. So Matthias, for example, focuses on making us look good, which also pulls him back a bit from editorial work. Eliezer focuses on the plugin help, and Anne-Christine on the administration, and Kendra on the inclusive language. This leaves the team too small, and I would really like for you to understand that we would appreciate very much further contributions. We have an onboarding process, and I would really like to welcome new editors. We could do with people who have very little to zero Ilias understanding. We could also use people who have thorough and year-long experience with the system. This is something we can work with, and we are recruiting. We look for additional editors, and we can also offer like short bursts of engagement. So you don't have to commit forever. You can just say, okay, we have 2 months of time for this and that person could then be onboarded and work for 2 months and then just leave the editorial team again. But to continue this effort, we need to recruit new editors. This is important, and you should think about it. Currently, we have infrastructure that is plagued by several issues. So we managed to get a fix for the broken layout. The tooltips broke the tabs and the main menu. We also struggled with assigning screen IDs to pages for a long time, and we hang and rehang the help. We had long and crazy screen IDs that were not usable, and currently we still struggle with persisting screen IDs because they do not actually persist. So we have morphing and changing screen IDs, and when we hang text to them, they will not show up in different circumstances, and this makes us play a game of blindfolded chess while editing, which has been a source of some frustration. And so For the time being, we do not have a help publication. We still peeling back issue after issue, and so far we don't have a publishable result. This is unique. This has never been the case. So typically we have 3 publications, 3 releases of the help, one in September, one for Christmas, and one for this DevConf, and so far we have none, which is highly unusual. But with the current status, we cannot provide a product that would be helpful to any one of you, so we hold back on this and have currently no release in sight. We hang those texts time and again. This consumed a lot of time, and this reduced the time we could spend on actually working on the texts. We have always review our processes yearly because we think that the key to a good product is looking at them, and I think I can say inclusive language process holds up quite okay. Dispatch note, fantastic. Help process was also okay, and we had a meeting with the head of documentation of Tödt IP to get onboarded for the Elias help because they want to work on their game concerning their help, and they asked to get a bit of an introduction on how this is done in the editorial team, and so I hope that we could be of some service to them. We have changed the license of the help from CC by SA 4.0 to public domain because there was little to no way to understand who should be listed as by, and so we just dropped that one. So this is a bit of a license change. The tooltips we didn't touch because we didn't manage to present them in the interface, and so we just kick that can down the road and we'll need to see if there is still need and use for the tooltips, which also have other issues, maybe still like some accessibility issues, and we need to think about that, how we will process with that. But altogether, I think on the process front, this team's working okay. We have objectives. We always try to put numbers on everything. So we wanted to have 85% of the text reflect Elias 10. So I didn't never think about including the fact to actually make a release because we never failed so far. So we don't have a release, and the text status is only 30%. Bummer. But this was really one difficult piece of work. So this is what we get. We worked on the handbook to get it fully layouted, and we thought we may reach 85%, but we have 100% of this layouted. I published it also this morning, and thank you. We put some serious effort into getting the semantics of the page layouts right for the help. So we have different types of pages that have very distinct layouts, and they have a meaning. They are not colorful, but meaningful. And so, because we spent some time on this, we gave this one facelift. Matthias Becker of Bielefeld has prepared a new layout, and this now looks like really crisp, I think. And this also proved that we managed to prepare a set of semantics that held up and didn't crash just because we changed the look of it. But the core of this, the idea of meaning to the different kinds of pages, held up very well, I suppose. For the help plugins, I think we have one package published and the other one in the making for Ilias 10, and there is still an option for all of your plugins to just contact Elias Seidel of University of Düsseldorf to include your plugin and get some help file prepared for it, or prepare it yourself. And we have objectives for Ilias 11 to create 3 sample tours, and this will start in September. So this is, if we start counting, what we arrived at as of yesterday. What do we plan for the rest of our season? Typically the season ends when we update the help infrastructure to Ilias 11, or the next major release. We have our own, maybe a bit magical thinking about how to arrive at the release date of the Ilias major release, and according to this magic, we will release May 26th. So maybe we don't make LearnTech. I'm so sorry. Maybe we're just wrong. Could be, and that would be something that also depends on our input into the testing effort, but that's our best guess. And so then we typically go crazy if we update to the first stable release. So last year we waited a bit and updated in mid-July, and so this is what we're looking at again. To prepare then the maybe first and final release for Ilias 10, and by the end of July to start writing for Ilias 11. And if we manage to overcome these obstacles, we really hope to go back to the normal cycle again in Ilias 11 and publish in September. Does anyone have any questions? Thank you.
Thank you.